That was a clip from the earliest existing episode of Professor Who, The Garden of Repose, Episode 3, filmed in 1988, the fourth ever Professor Who story put to film. Professor Who started around 1987, however, by two young kids writing stories and creating monsters. This was the beginning of a Melbourne-based homage to BBC's Doctor Who, called Professor Who. In the 25 years since, countless stories and scripts have been written, and nearly 100 stories filmed. Let's take a look at those 25 years over the next 25 minutes.
Subject scan.
What are you?
Subject female.
What are you doing?
Use phone being ascertained. Rating 6.4. You have had contact with a professor. You will take your part in the Plutonian cause.
These creatures are the Plutonians, one of the first Professor Who enemies imagined. It took 25 years for them to be realized on screen. The beginnings were simple, in a suburban home doubling as the TARDIS as we filmed The Man-Eater. None of these first stories exist today, however the Man-Eater did return the following year. Professor Who progressed as we finally left suburbia to film in locations such as Nearham South. Slowly we introduced new villains and enemies, including the Professor's arch-enemy, Peter O'Field, seen here in his first story.
Wonderful redevelopment project.
Excellent! Excellent! Very good show! Well, what is it?
Well, it's like this.
As the year turned over again, Professor Who developed a more humorous take on its adventures.
Time Lord, we meet again. Welcome to my palace. The Fat Man! No rumble! No killing! You naughty boy! Beep beep.
1990 saw perhaps the least convincing cardboard monsters since movie cameras were invented in the 19th century. The Ingrins.
Halt or you will be eradicated!
R.I.P.
However, they would grow to be favourite adversaries of the Professor.
Sorry to just drop in like this.
You are identified as the Professor.
Yes, that is me, guilty as charged.
You must be eradicated.
Right. I was forgetting you don't like me. Ah!
1991 saw Professor Who start to really improve with the historical story The Egyptians and the exciting possession of P-21.
I see him now.
This is indeed an incredible tale. I don't believe it at all. I think we should kill them now.
No, fool. The time approaches, though. That man who's with him now shall be the one that you will kill.
That's fantastic, Professor. Is it true?
Yes, well, Tim does have a bit of a large imagination.
So you are saying it isn't possible?
It was him. It was Tim. He murdered this innocent man. Him and the Professor have come to kill the Pharaoh. They shall die.
Agent P-21, you're under arrest for theft of ammunition and disobeying orders.
Professor was finally portrayed by someone other than the two kids who created Professor Who.
The last element I need for my plan. I can now send the power back in time to Galaxy.
Yo! You're the real evil.
You figured that one out pretty slowly, Professor.
You've got the time component from my TARDIS. I want my TARDIS back. And what have you done with the...
Moving on, we saw several new professors.
We have to do something about that. We must stop him. But how? Ah, I have an idea. No, I don't.
Oh, this must be for controlling the Astilitan guards.
Very quick of you, Professor. Now I want some information.
Planned attacks, rebel bases, the lot.
Professor, you're not of this galaxy, are you?
No. I'm a Time Lord.
Time Lord? Then what are you doing here, helping rebels?
I'm not really sure. The High Council sent me. I'm getting rather sick of them, really. Only people on Virgos.
Ah!
Well, I can't see any technical equipment of any kind around here.
And we saw some amazing news stories with big casts, costumes and explosions.
What the? Rebels!
So what?
Here we go.
What's that?
Stop!
Go after him, Lieutenant.
I don't think I could outrun him, and anyway, I'm not the killing sort.
Great Sentinel. I haven't seen you for millions of years.
I have been watching everything that has happened. You have greatly abused the position given to you.
No, I haven't. I
Just nothing. There is nothing you can do or say that can restore your position. There is only one option open to you. I tried to stop her. I hold your breath. The same fate awaits you. You will both cease to exist. No! Do you really think I would allow this to happen? If you did, you were gravely mistaken.
Finally, we decided to end Professor Who in 1994, and Mordan Karma would be the final story filmed, and the final story in the journey of the Professor.
You! What are you doing with that? That's my most prized possession. I found that thing.
Pen, darling, what's happening? What's going on? Pen, speak to me! Pen! You! What have you done to my husband? What have you done to Cole?
No, don't give up the key! He's a bastard! Nothing is worth giving up the key!
Whoever you are, I have this key for you. If you return Venra, then we will give you the key. What is your answer? I see you have some sense. Excellent. Professor, take the key from that man.
I still must kill you. I know. I am ready. Are you?
But, as with all restless youths, we couldn't stop. Soon we launched an ambitious plan to make a 5-story arc called The Key to the Universe, unashamedly ripped off Doctor Who's Key to Time season.
Now, I wonder whether the Professor would keep those segments. That's it! In the cupboard! Aha! What is a pirate ship, anyway?
What? Oh, I forgot.
You're from the 21st century and have no idea what a pirate ship is.
You slipped that in well.
Shh, you asked a question. Anyway, a pirate ship is a ship which floats on water.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Are there any more of you?
Well,
No, just us. Is this your hut? Do you live alone?
Yes. There's just me.
I suppose we'd better take him back to the TARDIS then.
Well, I guess, but I mean, it's not as though he's going to be able to run the thing. I mean, we can't.
So I take it that's a yes then.
Professor Steingart's project to build the world's first rocket capable of the theoretical warp speed has been laughed at by experts across the country and classified fiction. Pure fiction.
That's it. Tomas will help Steinhardt build his rocket to escape to the Meridian War.
Yes? What is it, lad?
Tomas is coming here. What's a kill? Steal TARDIS. Must support Professor.
What? I don't have the faintest idea what you're on about. Pilot sounds like a good scoop. I know where the professor is. He's at the library. Bring me up to speed on the way. Come on, let's go.
However, energy and enthusiasm disappeared, and not with a bang but with a whimper. Professor Who faded and ended in 1996. 2004 rolled along, and with requests from a few people to do some Professor Who, and Andrew feeling an artistic hole in his life, one day of filming was undertaken, finishing 3 previously incomplete adventures.
Where's the victim?
Ooh, I am impressed. Getting down to it straight away.
Oh, hello, Inspector. Glad to see you come to help me solve the case.
Oh, hello. You frightened me. Found these papers in the garden. They say all these things about you. I don't know if they're true or not, but...
The fire was relit, and 2005 saw Professor Who burst back into life with 4 new stories. Coincidentally, the same year as Doctor Who returned to TV screens across the globe.
Because in the end, you die. You don't listen to dead people?
Stop there!
Mr. Raven! Sir, you're here. I will kill her.
Please, do something. I will not let him hurt you, my child. I would never let them hurt you, my child. I'm not your child. You let a person die. I did not want to create a martyr unless I had to. His death will rally more Vels against the Curling Council. Good. Now go away. Go away and never come back.
Who are you? I'd say this pretty much constitutes a stalemate. Wouldn't you?
If the wrong organisation, say terrorists, got their hands on the unit, do you know the damage that could be caused? Do you know how many people could die?
That still doesn't justify murder.
There he is out there.
My God, how did you know he was here?
Professor!
Terry! Till.
Since 2005, Professor Who has continued to grow and flourish. Now with a YouTube presence, it has a home on the interweb. We have seen new professors in the 8th and 9th.
That's so much better. Some people say Earl Grey is better for people in a position like me, but I know that green tea will always set me right.
Oh, this way! I can sort of sense where those doors are.
That's an easing of the pressure around the doors. Follow it, you haven't much time.
Come on!
And spread our wings to film in more than 10 different countries, including Jordan, Ethiopia, and Russia. "2010 was the most prolific year for Professor Who, with 10 stories, 12 episodes, regenerations, and the return of Peter O'Field. Not to mention a prisoner crossover episode.
What? You bitch! Oh!
The Professor has lived 13 lives. We have seen all of them. No Professor, however, is complete.
He told me that when he was on Earth, he was known as Professor Elder. You know, I think to honour his name, I shall take on his title. Yeah, I shall be known only as the Professor.
If two people, one evidently more advanced than the other, through space, came and met each other on the way, the result could be chaotic.
Never fear, Mr. Sampson. I've solved your problems and the mine will remain yours.
Professor?
Come on, you three. I have something to show you.
You only want to know when the TARDIS is because it contains the first 4 segments of the key to the universe. I'm awake to your little tricks, you naughty boy.
I already have the letter. I just need you to tell me where the unit is.
You have the codes. It's useless without them. So you have a choice now.
Year is 2006. What's been happening in the world?
Once again, I get the feeling that I'm not being told the entire truth.
You don't need to know the truth. That's my business. Give me what I want, and you can go free.
Go free? What do you mean?
Go free or die! Ah! Ah!
No, all right. Just thought I'd ask.
Professor, no offence, but you are a twat.
Fellow interesting people, I pronounce a new age where people are not judged on the colour of their jersey, be it green, polka dot or yellow, but rather on the strength of their character. A new age where we work together no matter what our conveyance, be it bike, car, legs, or if you don't have one and sit at home in front of the TV having pizza delivered to you.
You shut up, Professor! I know mice and he wouldn't hurt a fly!
He's fooled you! He's fooled you both! He won't fool me though! I'm smart! I'm smarter than you! Oh! God! Just too much.
Planet Earth. I think we better pay a visit to planet Earth.
Oh, that's right, yes, to rest. All those silly intergalactic gallivanting around, being chased by the crows and leeches. I thought you were a Decrelli, but I didn't want to alarm myself.
It's just that there are so many flaws in your plan.
Now let me see. Thousands die in hurricane. Rome destroyed in Russian attack. Fitzroy wins 5th consecutive flag. West Coast Eagles forced to merge. Nothing surprising yet.
Do you like Estos? Guess not.
Correct. Sod!
Just the ticket. Yes. Now all you graphic Plutonians can be graphics forever. Inside this little SD card. Now that's what I call a handy cam.
Welcome. You know why I'm here? Of course I do. You can take the helmet off. I thought we needed to contain the power. I can take it off for short periods of time. You're going to try and stop me? If you kill me, you'll cease to exist. I will not try and stop you.
The Professor can't do it all on his own, though. Here are some companions and people that helped along the way.
Me? Me? You are asking who I am? As if she doesn't know.
That's right. Actually, I don't.
You honestly don't know who I am?
Honestly, I don't.
Well, I am Wallace Grout, famed Ingrid hunter from Galactica 7.
Don't you see? This is our way to the space station. I bet that's where they've taken the Professor.
And what? We're meant to go out there and get ourselves killed?
The way I see it is, we can either go out there and get killed trying to stop the war, or we can stay down here and get killed trying to stop ourselves from getting killed.
She's right.
This might be a little hard to explain. Don't want to get the natives restless. Comprendo?
All right. You better make this good.
Maybe it's Tobias. He's come to kill us.
Shut up. It's not funny.
You are a very silly girl, breaking your arm like that.
Well, it wasn't my fault. You should learn to steer the TARDIS properly. You're always getting caught in radio magnetic storms and such like.
Well, that's not my fault, is it?
Oh my god! I can't believe you're such a moron. You have to get back in there and get rid of that thing. Did you have to make it able to kill?
Look, I thought if I made it more threatening, more people would come and see it. I mean, people like crocodiles.
It was a bad idea. Now get in there and finish it off.
Professor, as much as I enjoy your cunning plans, where the heck are we going?
If we stay still, Peter O'Field can target us easily.
Right, so nowhere. Aimless wanderings then.
Yes, precisely. Fun, isn't it?
Professor, you're a twat.
Professor, please help him. He's not a bad person.
But there's nothing I can do. Don't you see, Sim?
Please
This
do
is
something.
the effect of the
Do
time vortex. It's running through
He's
his
my
blood now.
friend.
There's nothing
He's my
I can
friend,
do.
please.
There's nothing anyone can do for your friend. I'm sorry, Sim. I'm so sorry, Sim. You gotta just let him in.
No, Professor, you have to do something. It's not fair. Please.
Good God. Hello, Graham. I am the Professor.
Yeah, I can see that. That was fast, though. Couldn't the TARDIS have timed it a little better?
Message received. I am here.
Professor Who has never been afraid to try something different. In 2012, we not only had a musical episode, but an episode where the Professor became a cartoon.
Oh no! It's happened! I'm a cartoon! Oh no! Now look at me! With all these silly clothes! And I can hardly move at all!
You idiot! Don't blame me! Oh no! If we ever get out of here, Bert, I'm so going to kill you.
If they ever crack your spine, drop a line. If they ever cut your throat, write a note.
If they ever make a cannibal stew of you, invite me to.
It's friendship, friendship, just a perfect friendship. When other friendships are up the creek, ours will still be slick. La da 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 da, quack quack quack.
What adventure will befall the Professor next? Stay tuned.
When other friendships are being forgot,